Great. All right. So now we're going to go into how to identify. Let's bring us back to our notepad here. So we have figured out, we've made a list of all the different items that we're interested in. We've done the research on Google Trends. We've identified a few different market researches that you've just seen. Telescopes, chandeliers, fire pits. I went into a few different markets. And now we're going to go into a little bit of a more deep dive. So we're going to go into deeper research. So the main purpose of this is to identify the 5 to 20,000 search volume per month for the main product. So I've identified the main product. So let's. I'm going to go through the different examples that we've already gone through in the previous video. I'm also going to add an example of a market that I'm going to be working in, and which I'm going to be showing you side by side as I build the site out and organize everything. So it has a multiple interest. I'm making a new site as well as showing you how to do it. So it's the exact follow through and the exact steps that I'm doing. And this is how I'm deciding on a niche. I'm literally giving you the exact steps in order to complete the best part, or phase one, which is figuring out, okay, what is your foundation? What market do you want to get into? So let's start with fire pits, or fire pits is good. We're going to use this tool, SEMrush. Now, I recommend that you log in on an incognito tab. We're using a tool here which is historically known as the Google Keyword Tool. It used to be a feature which was included in Google. You could just see all the keywords that were related to any search term. With this, in this case, it used to give you the data like monthly searches and give you a little graph, and it had a lot of data just within Google AdWords. They've since kind of phased that feature out, so most people will use SEMrush. The issue with SEMrush is under a free account, you can only get 10 searches per device per day. So you can't really go crazy on the free one. What is interesting is they generally offer a 2-week or 1 week or 30-day free trial. So you could potentially use your email, and if you're just heavy into deciding what niche, then perhaps you could just use all of the tool's features within 1 week and then just cancel the free trial. I recommend in that case using like a virtual card or something where you don't find out 3 months later it's been charging you. But so in this research, I do currently have a paid plan, but I want to do this like as straightforward for someone who's brand new. And so I'm showing you the actual action steps. So if you don't want to set up a free account or a free trial or login or whatnot, then you could just span your search out over the course of a week. You have some ideas, you do a few ideas one day, the next day you can come back to it, do a few more ideas. And sometimes in our busy lives, that's a more kind of a smooth way of doing things, because we already have, we're already overscheduled for the most part as humans. If you're in the case where you have lots of free time, just set up the free trial. Just get in there, just do all your research in one day. You can have a niche picked out in just an hour or two. But if you are, a very busybody, a lot going on, then you just hop in and do a few searches. So we're going to just do a few searches here. So we're going to start off with fire pits, or I think fire pit. Let me open Google Trends and see which one's bigger. Again, we have a limited amount of searches here, so I'm really kind of like double checking the basic details. I'm using incognito because it just gives you, again, more objective data, and then also I'm abroad currently, so it's helpful. Give me a second. We need fire pit or fire pits. We want to see which one has a larger trend, and this is also going to give us some basic keywords that are related. So I guess this is a good tool to use for this purpose as well. United States, we're going to do 2004 to present. And again, you can see how much I'm referencing this tool. So fire pit is bigger than fire pits by a huge margin. So you can see how even just the S is a different word. And I want to kind of find the highest level in this case. So I have fire pit is what I'm going to go after. But then we also have, that could be a an error, because the pit, fire pit, okay, we have 3 is fire pit, fit for a pit, pit boss. So it might not be a real accurate search term. Let's do fire pit, fire pit. Okay, let's just do fire pit with no S, and we'll see where it goes from here. You could also dial this into a state, but in this case we're doing nationwide. I was asking me to sign in. Let's see if I can refresh the page. Let's see if this will work. Okay, so if we go to this page, we want to go to projects, just click on the home, and then here we go, this should work. Fire pit. Oh, we're gonna have to log in. Alright, let me pause the video and then I'll get this sorted and log back and start recording again.